Yeah, you want me to show it off?
Is it the brown haired one?
You mean blonde?
I don't know. It looks kind of like a light brown.
Here we go. This thing is gigantic, though. Like, look. You've seen my hands before. This thing's big.
Is that Moogie?
I don't know, was it? But yes. And yeah,
I think you should be careful.
Well, I'm going to get canceled on the Twitters.
Without a doubt.
Or like
You hear me?
Is that where Dragul is, or Mjolnir, or Mjolnir Dragul? I don't know which way he wants it to be said. Yeah, this will be quicker. We'll want to go all the way to the other side. Oh no, dog, please no. Please don't tell me that, like, messed me up here. Oh my god, thank god. That was close,
Thing on the table.
here, then take it. You gotta do the one then.
Oh man. Alright,
Yep.
so what I do, just place it?
Yeah, keep placing it and picking it up.
Is it working?
You picked up the table.
No, I don't have the table. Do you have the table?
No.
You picked up the table and you put the geode outside.
We threw the geode out with the table.
Self. You think you're blind? Why do you think you're blind? Is it because of, like, all the white going on for my stream? Oh shit. Let me check something, because it was showing up earlier. I do see what you're saying, though. I think it was showing up earlier. Oh, maybe not. Okay. I can't believe no one has commented on that yet, actually. Let's see here.
先を越されたか。仕方ない。力ずくでも。待て。
See that? Like, did you get to see that? If so, did you maybe get to clip it? I mean, I guess if not, like, I can always go back through the recording and get a clip of that. That really threw me off, man. Like, I have no clue what happened there. Sweet. See, that's fair. I've always had, like, you know, the desire for, like, a manlier physique, because, like, I just want There we go. Okay. That's weird. You know what it is? Remember how I said like Discord will sometimes when I restart my computer change up like what my audio source is? OBS did that too. Like it changed up my audio source and it also like auto muted because I definitely didn't mute it myself. Anyway, I'll say everything again then. I'm King Krabs. Beautiful. Yeah, it looks like yeah, that's weird. Anyway. I mean, you can clip that if you want. I'll feel dumb about it. Mavericks is here. He's going to provide some additional commentary. And yeah, I'll just go through what I just said then. Basically, I'm just going to be showing off my anime figures per the stream reward, the community stream award. I'll be not showing them off like over there. I'll actually bring them up to the camera, let you guys get a closer detail. And then, yeah, I'll be commenting on some of them. And if you guys can guess, like, what the most expensive figure is that I show off today, there will be one exception to this. But we'll get to that one when we get to that one. It'll actually be up pretty early. But yeah, if you guys can guess, like, you'll get some sort of reward. If I can figure out a way to get out channel points, I'll try to give you a good amount of channel points, or otherwise, like, you might be able to pick the next emote for me, or maybe the next few sound alerts or something if that doesn't work. Or even maybe, like, determine a future stream, like what game or something. So, yeah, now that you guys can hear me, because, yeah, my computer's dumb sometimes. I don't know why it defaults to the wrong source sometimes on my mic, like, and it's a few programs will do that, so I think it must be something in like Windows's settings that it changes the default mic and then that causes problems. But yeah, let's start with the first one. The first one I'm going to grab is solely based upon like Mavericks' FBI open up sound alert, because of a stream I had done prior where he said that this one was going to get me canceled, and then he made a really awesome video on YouTube for it. Let me actually link that in chat real quick. I'll also send it out on the Discord, unless you have that already, Mavericks. Fuck. Trying to remember what your YouTube username is. Let's go like this. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's actually here, let me clear off my desktop really quick, and I'll actually play this because like the clip for it I think is on Twitch. But then he also added some parts to it, and then I think it's pretty funny. So I'm going to stream my desktop real quick. I'm actually going to get rid of my face for a second while we watch this. Okay. Oh, is my desktop audio muted? I was going to say. Okay, we're going to start from the beginning then, because you had me worried there, bud. Wait, is it? Wait, maybe it's just that I had my volume on YouTube low. Let me see. Yeah, why is my desktop audio not showing up here? Okay, let me I'm going to change up my setting for that again, because I think what it is, I think my computer changed up the source for it just like the other thing. I need to back up. You want me to show it off? Okay. It's going to be a good stream.
The brown-haired one?
You mean blonde?
I don't know. It looks kind of like a light brown.
Here we go. This thing is gigantic, though. Like, look. You've seen my hands before. This thing's big.
Is that Moogie?
Oh man, Todd's the ad.
I don't know, was it?
Thank you for the raid there, bud. Thank you. Very much appreciated.
But yes, yes.
See, the viewers today are going to get a completely
And yeah,
different
you,
experience
should
than
be
normal.
Well, I'm going to get canceled on the Twitters.
Without a doubt.
You want to see that again, Mamba? Here, I'll replay it. But yeah, no, I'm doing a viewer reward.
We got him.
Okay. We'll play that one more time for you. But yeah, I'm doing a viewer reward right now. I'm going to do a figure showcase of all my anime figures. I just wanted to show this video off for the first figure I'm going to show off because Mavers basically requested it. He's also here too. If you want to say hi, Mavers.
Hi.
Back up. You want me to show it off?
Is that
Oh,
the brown,
man.
the brown-haired one?
My anime figure isn't my figure that's anime-esque. Or,
You mean blonde?
All my anime figures.
I don't know. It looks kind of like a light brown.
Here we go. This thing is gigantic, though. Like, look. You've seen my hands before.
But
This
yeah,
thing's big.
you came on like the most
Is that Moogie?
odd time here, Todd. It's definitely different than
I don't
what
know,
I
was
normally
it?
do. I'm
yes,
glad
yes.
you love it. I'll bring myself back up in a second here.
And
I
yeah,
think you should be careful.
well, I'm going to get canceled on the Twitters.
Without a doubt.
Or like
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Oh man. Yeah, I've always like Mavers made that, and it is like one of the most beautiful videos that features me. Oh man. Here, while I'm thinking about it, let me give you a shout out here. Todd, you definitely deserve one. There we go. We'll see what clip it plays for you. I think you should play with this. Ooh.
Let's go.
You're playing some
Something
Rocket League?
stuffy.
How'd
Thank you
the
for
stream
follow,
go,
dude. What's
Todd?
going on, man? How are you? Welcome.
Todd is GOAT. I agree. Todd is the GOAT. I mean, best and GOAT. They're the same word,
My
right?
mouse is broken. I can't type in it, so everyone votes for me. What happens in a draw? As in, like, a draw?
Oh man. Well, let's get down to it. We'll show off the first one here. This one is here, let me figure out which way I have to go for the camera. Samugi from Heion. This figure here is probably like my largest of the bunch. Like this thing is a 1/4 inch or a 1/4 scale. So this thing is massive. Like I got big hands. And like this thing is huge even compared to my hands. It's a very, very appropriate figure. Let's just say that. Also pretty hefty, let me tell you. This thing weighs quite a bit for an anime figure. Okay. I'm glad you enjoy that one. Next one, I'm going to pick one of my favorites. Oh, I guess since you guys just got here, if you guys can guess what my most expensive figure is, as we go through this, like, there'll be some sort of reward. I haven't, like, gotten the details all down for that, but, there'll be some sort of reward, so if you guys can guess. Let me pull up probably, like, my favorite, like, at least, if not my favorite, one of my favorites from the bunch. And you're going to be seeing a lot of this specific character. So this one is a figure of Rem from ReZero. Let me see. Gotta get the lighting right. And then the focus. Eh? Eh? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, okay. Lighting cooled down a little bit, so this one I really like because of the awesome like kimono styling here. It's got the umbrella and everything. Lot of details and stuff. It's just a very cute figure. He also has cute little slippers here, so very cute, very detailed. And yeah, it just when I saw this one, there have been like a few runs of this type of figure. I think you can get one with like a different colored umbrella and different colored kimono. This one, I really like the combination though. Like, I thought it was probably one of the better ones. So, I had to scoop it up when I could. I'm going to have a huge pile of figures next to my desk at some point here because I'm just going to pull these off the shelf for now. I'll rearrange them later. That's like the other benefit of this is I get to sort these out. Let's see here. Let me do that really quick. I just want to pull up Discord again because I also let everyone in my Discord know that they can guess for trying to get a reward on this. So let me do that really quick. Cool. Okay, let's pull up the next one then. So this one I really enjoy as well. This one is another Rem figure. When I actually bought this one, they didn't have the paint scheme hammered out for it. So it was only advertised in like a fully gray look. And I think this one is 1/7 or 1/8 scale. I think it's 1/8 scale because it's the same size as the Rem with the umbrella. And it's definitely not one of my larger ones. I mean, I do have a few 1/7 in scales, but yeah, when I first bought this one, like, she was depicted as being fully gray, so I never knew what the color was going to be until they finally sent it out. And then I got it, and like I opened it up, and I was like, God, they actually chose like a really great color scheme. This one is basically her themed in a way that's kind of similar to the Nutcracker. So, yeah, really enjoy this one. This one's definitely in my favorites. Again, not my top favorite, but one of. We'll get this next one out of the way early. So this one is a bit risque. I actually didn't buy this one. The story behind this one, actually, one of my close friends had died like earlier this year. And basically, his brother was like, well, I'm going to give away some of his stuff to, you know, people that were close friends with him. Because I'm close friends with his brother as well. So, since he knew I was into anime figures, he did offer me a couple of the anime figures. This one, after doing some research on it, it's by an artist called, I think it's Bome, B-O-M-E. Maybe it's Bome, if it's Japanese pronunciation. But basically, they do a whole bunch of figures in kind of a similar style to this. Not necessarily from a specific anime or anything. But yeah, this one, yeah, it has like a spot in my heart, obviously, because this was like one that one of my close friends had owned before he died. So, cool figure. Let me find a delicate place for this because I feel like this one's a little bit more fragile. No comments yet from you, Mavericks? Okay. Mavericks just isn't there. Okay, let's move on to the next one then. Okay, this one I'm going to be careful with because there's this one, they're not actually attached to the stand, so I'm not careful, they're just going to fall off and it's going to be a pain in the ass, so give me a second. Okay. So this one is a Rem and Ram figure from ReZero. Me this one up a little bit. Focus. This one I'm not going to count in the list of figures for guessing what the most expensive one is, as this one would be the most expensive, but it's technically 2 figures in one. So I do have a notion of these back here. I like this one though, like the spike here, like this has a little metal chain, so it's pretty cool. And if you guys have seen ReZero, that would be Rem's weapon in that. Like, she wields a Morning Star with a long chain. Let's see. I'm going to get a full turn in here eventually. It's just trying not to tilt it at the same time, because this one, again, they're not attached, so they will just slip right off. Cool. Let me find a spot on my desk for this, because otherwise it's going to end up getting spilled on the ground. Okay, that's probably going to be the hardest figure to deal with tonight. So this one is what's her name? Ochako from My Hero Academia. This one's definitely not among my top figures, but I saw it and I was like, that's a pretty cute figure. And it was relatively inexpensive, so I was like, I'll scoop it up. Dude, focus here. That would be great. But hey, that's fair. I have only really seen the movies. Mavericks can attest to that, because every time I've seen one of the movies, it's always been with him. I really enjoy the movies. I need to check out the actual show sometime. But yeah, I was like, she's a cool character, and also like the figure is pretty cute, so I was like, I'll pick that up. Let me find a next one. Okay. Yeah, there's like, what? How many movies are there, Mavericks? Probably like 4, I would say, give or take. This next one here is another Rem figure. Again, that's going to be the most prominent figure, or most prominent character in all of these. This one is in a school uniform. This one's 1/7 scale, so it is a little bit larger than the 1/8 scales. I have to bring it a little bit closer back. It's a pretty simple figure. I do like the designs though. And when I first saw it, I was like, that's really cute. Cutesy figures are like generally what are going to get me. I also like the detail here. If the camera would focus, I mean, you could kind of tell, but it's her little Morning Star is kind of her little bag pendant, or whatever you want to call it. So I always thought that detail was pretty cool, pretty interesting. Don't think there's any other special details on this figure quite like that, but overall, I always thought it was a cool figure. One of my favorites, so. So up next, we'll have just a Ram figure. This one, I believe, actually has a Rem figure that corresponds with it. I'm pretty sure I have that Rem figure somewhere. I'm just not 100%. Yeah. If I do, it's not on the same area of the shelf. It's just, when I was setting up all my figures, I didn't think to group all these together. So some of them that should go together are going to be separate. But this one is a swimsuit figure here. And yeah, the Rem figure has Rem in a similar pose, but her hand would be facing the opposite way, so their hands kind of go together. I mean, if you've seen the show, you kind of get that. Like, they're usually pretty inseparable. And, yeah, all Ram is spicy Ram. Spicy Ram. Next one we have up here is a Bulma figure. I'm sure y'all know who Bulma is and where she comes from. I saw this one, it was like actually pretty cheap, and I was like, Dragon Ball Z was cool. Kind of like it. She does have a handgun, a bag, and also a scouter. So you can see in her front hand there, a little Dragon Ball radar. And then this one I always thought was kind of interesting because instead of having a regular base, it just got a block that goes around her foot and basically use that to balance her. But it's a pretty cool figure. Definitely not one of my favorites, but I enjoy having it. Okay. Next up, we have another Rem figure. Again, that's going to be a very common theme today. This one is with... Oh, thank you for the follow there, Twinkie Hut. Very much appreciated. Hopefully you enjoy the figure showcase. It was the viewer reward for... I think they had to put together, what, like 20,000 points? Or was it 30,000? I can't remember. But this one, I think, was actually one of my earlier Rem figures that I pre-ordered. It doesn't necessarily mean that it was actually the first one that I got, because with how pre-orders go, sometimes it takes a year or two for them to come through. But I believe this is the first one that I pre-ordered, and might have been my first, or maybe not. You still have to watch ReZero. Here's what I'll say. I really like ReZero. I would definitely recommend it if you don't mind a bit of like gore and some darker themes, because there's definitely some gory and dark parts in the first season. I guess in the second season there's some too, but I think the first season's a bit worse with some of it. So if you can handle that sort of thing, yeah, I would definitely recommend it. If not, I wouldn't, because I remember I used to date someone that was like quite an anime fan, and I would always talk about ReZero, and they're like, "Oh, should I watch that?" I was like, "No, you shouldn't," because they were very, very much like not cool with gore and stuff like that. And I was like, "No, you wouldn't like it. Like, there are things you might like in it, but you definitely wouldn't like it." You heard they're waifus with teddies? I'm already convinced. That's fair, man. That's fair. I mean, sometimes it's pretty easy to be convinced about watching a show. So, next one we have here is another Rem, and this is a Christmas one. You can see she has the Santa outfit on. I always like the green bells. Green bells are my favorite. Waifus everywhere. Oh, come on, man. There's only one waifu that matters, which is apparent in my collection, like what my waifu might be. But yeah, I remember this one coming out. It was like, I think 2-3 years ago, maybe less. I could be wrong. But I saw it and I was like, oh, that's really cute. It's Christmas themed. It was kind of around Christmas, about when it was going to be coming out. So I was like, yeah, let's pick that up. I'll enjoy it, and then it'll be a nice thing for when the holidays roll around. So definitely a good one. I mean, I guess the Nutcracker one's kind of Christmassy if you consider like the ballet, the Nutcracker, to be a Christmas story, which I think it is. So grab the next one here. Only on the weekend. Oh yeah. Let me do a quick plug for Mavers really quick. He came up with a song called "The Weeb Life," which is a parody on the song "The Weekend," and it's pretty boss. He's going to drop it sometime, and it'll be cool. So You guys should check it out when he drops it. Okay. Next one we have here. Surprise, surprise, it's another REM. Let me get this one into focus. This one I thought was pretty cool. It's a REM in kind of a combat pose with her, Morning Star. Her signature Morning Star. And this one I actually got pretty cheap off of eBay. It didn't come with a box or anything, but it's funny. Like, I'll save all the boxes for my figures, but they always definitely come out of them. So, definitely enjoy it. I wish this was, like, attached to something. Like, that would make me feel a little bit better instead of it being loose. I mean, the other one that I have that has a Morning Star with a chain and stuff, like, it's loose as well, but it makes a little bit more sense for the thing. You can kind of place it where you want, and since none of that figure is actually attached to a base, it's going to be just as stable as the rest of it, so. Are you laughing at my plug there, Mavers? Here's a chunky one. So you can guess what character this is. Oh, I guess I don't know if you were here when I announced it earlier, Twinkie Hut. But if you can guess what my most expensive figure is out of the bunch, I'll be giving out some sort of reward for the first person who can. So keep that in mind. I might have to show off a few figures at the end. Just in case, like, some people come late, I might just show off some of the ones that are on the higher end, just so it makes it a little bit easier. Man, let me block out some light here. Cool. So this one is a REM in a kimono, again, or maybe it's a yukata. I can't remember. I don't know the difference actually. I guess probably yukata, but it's very, very nice. I like the purple color for the lower part of it. It's like a very nice plum purple. And then it's just another cutesy figure. So again, cutesy's my thing. Block that out. The hair is a little bit lighter on this one, so yeah, it's kind of letting a little bit too much light through with all the lights I use to broadcast. Okay, let me grab another one here. Okay. Oh, I was getting my mic cord caught up in my chair. Let me adjust my mic a little bit here. There we go. Next figure here. I think her name is like, or I guess their name. Actually, I think it's a dude. I think his name is Crimvale or something. They're from Interspecies Reviewers. I haven't actually seen it, but I saw this figure and I was like, that's a pretty cool looking figure. I actually bought it before I found out that the character was a dude, and then afterwards I was like, who cares? This one is a, what do they call them? The Figma's the big one. The smaller ones are called... Mavericks, do you remember what the smaller ones are called? There's Figmas and there's shit. They're both by Good Smile Company. So, yeah, this one, since it is the smaller Figma thing, which I can't remember the name of, and Mavericks doesn't have the name of for yet. They're posable, so you can move parts around. You can also change out like the arms, the head, the face, and then various accessories that go with it. So I set the character up with a platter, a beer. I did put the halo and wings on. And I think you might be able to change out the legs as well. I could be wrong on that though. I also had to change out the hands just because these are the only hands that would carry these items. This one does have a tendency to fall apart on me if I shake it too much, so I'm going to set this one on my desk so it doesn't. Oh, I remember what it's called. It's a Nendoroid. So yeah, I'm not too huge on posable figures, so most of the figures that you'll see are going to be just regular, like vinyls. Yeah, Nendoroids. But with that, I do have one other posable one in this bunch. It's going to be a Figma. This one's actually still in the box because I haven't felt ready to put it together. So this one's actually behind me because I said to decide since I do need to put it together. This one is another Rem. And you can see from this one, like, she's got various accessories. Like, she's got her Morning Star. She's got 2 different faceplates. Another set of hands. She's got a set of hair with the horn for when she goes demon mode. And then she's also got a serving tray. I'll show off the box for this one since I do have this one in box still. And I think this one I actually picked up as a re-release. So it isn't the original run of this, but they did do a re-release. And with the re-release, I was like, yeah, this seems like a pretty cool figure. At least I think it was a re-release. I could be wrong. I do need to set that one up. It just, again, with the posable figures, she's actually got another Morning Star in the back. I just noticed that. Probably wouldn't be able to see that from the camera. Yeah, I do need to set that one up. Like, Figmas and Nendoroids do seem pretty cool to me. It just, there's something about posable figures, since they usually aren't as steady, and I have a cat that likes to crawl on my figure shelf from time to time. It's a little bit of a pain sometimes. Next up, another Rem. Who would have guessed? This one is Rem with a Subaru jacket. And the jacket, let me see if I can show off the details here. I don't think it's going to give a clear focus on it. But the jacket's fairly textured, like it'd be like a knit jacket or something. This, I think, was also a fairly early addition to my collection. And yeah, it's a pretty simple one. I don't know that I'd put in my faves, but I definitely enjoy it quite a bit. It is pretty cute. Like, she has a nice, just kind of shy face on her. So, yeah, definitely enjoy this one. Oh, I'm glad you think it's adorable. Okay, let me the implications. Oh my god. You know what? I didn't even think of the implications. You're right, there are implications. You've ruined that figure for me. Now I know there's implications behind it. Okay. This next one might be our first, like, fairly normal Rem, actually. Yeah, I think this will be our first normal one. So this one, she does have a cat on her head. Come on, camera, if you could focus, that'd be beautiful. Good enough, maybe. Anyway, she is in the normal Rem maid uniform. Only really special thing again is the cat on the head. She also has a cat tucked in her arm here, this white one. So I really enjoy cats. I saw this one, I thought it was super cute. And it was Rem, so I was like, oh, of course I'm going to get that one. It's definitely more modest than, the last one and some of the other ones I've shown off. Though, it does have a bit of cleavage, but out of the 2 sisters, she is the one with the greater cleavage. Okay. Next one we have Easter themed Rem. She's a bunny in this one. as you can see. This one's kind of in between modest and immodest, you know, and shows tummy and stuff, but doesn't show off a whole bunch. So, got thigh highs and rabbit ears, little poofy tail. So it looks kind of like the Easter Bunny. This one, I don't remember when I got it. Oh yeah, that could be a bunny idol. But I do remember thinking it's like, oh, this one totally would be a perfect one for Easter, because I mean, it's like the Easter Bunny. So wouldn't say it's one of my favorites, but it is pretty cool. I do also find it funny that the down here, this is like smooth plastic, and then like this right here is like the textured plastic, like it's a knit top or something. So I don't know if that's intentional or just part of the molding process. Like maybe the mold for the upper part was, yeah, a little bit rougher. But I do enjoy this figure. Not one of my favorites though. Man, I knocked off something from one of my figures. Luckily, it's an easy part to find. Oh man, I'm going to grab a figure here that like I'm just going to get it out of the way because it's going to be like the one that Mavericks is going to be like, oh, about. And mostly because like I'm actually surprised that the last time my cat got on my shelf, she didn't knock it down, because I just noticed there was 2 figures knocked down like right next to it. And this one has a part that can be lost. I remember my cat got into my shelf and knocked it down, and I had to go find the part. But this one is a character from Nekopara. I haven't actually played that game, but I did see it. It was pretty cheap, and I thought this like little ball up here is cool because it is separate. Like you can just take it off. It's got little cat ears and stuff. I mean, Nekopara.
FBI, open up!
Oh my god, that's appropriate. That's appropriate. Yeah.
I know it.
You gave me a mini heart attack that time. I'm gonna put this one on my desk though, because I don't want to knock down I want to lose that little ball, because that's like the best part of that figure. Otherwise she's gonna look like she has her hands up above her head and it's gonna be weird, you know? So, here we have another Rem figure. This one's in a skimpier maid outfit.
Big shocker.
Hey man, I love that big shocker. It's like most of the figures I've shown off so far have been pretty mild. There have been a few that have been a little bit less than mild, but this one, pretty mild. It's got kind of textured pattern on the skirt and on the top. And then you do have, you know, your leg thing here. It's maybe like a single garter or a leg choker, we'll call it. I don't know. So, thought this one was pretty interesting when I saw it. Definitely not one of my top ones, but it's part of my collection. So here we have a Sakura dress themed Rem. It even comes on like this flowery stand. So this one, when I first saw it, I thought was pretty cool because it had the interesting stand, plus the dress is pretty cute here. And you can see, well, I mean, you might not be able to see it through the camera, but there are like little flowers and stuff on the dress, kind of imprinted to do it. This one, a lot of the details are textured. Actually, you can see it on the dress. Let's see, right here you can see on camera there's a flower in the dress, and I think you can see another one right here. So yeah, textured parts of figures probably are not going to be the ones that show up the best here. But hey, I'm still going to try and show them off. Okay. This one actually has a name, and I'm glad for that because otherwise I wouldn't know. It says Yukino. I think this character was maybe from Snafu. I can't remember. I just saw it and I was like, it's a super cute figure. Like, it's got the cat ears, and then it has, pretty fashionable dress style here. You got the thigh highs, the skirts, and then like a fairly standard uniform top and everything. So, got a little bow in the hair, or actually two bows in the hair. I'll have to remember to like put my figures up after the stream, like pretty quick after the stream, because otherwise my cat has a tendency for like small things like this hair like back here, or like these bows. She'll try to rub her face on and chew on sometimes, so definitely don't want her chewing off any of these parts. Fuck. I knocked something off. Let me try and grab that. Okay. So let me replace the detail I knocked off. Let me just look back on the shelf. I can't remember if this was the one that's supposed to have a sun hat, or if I put the sun hat on the other one that didn't need it. No, I'm pretty sure it's the other one that should be on. Okay. So this one is another Rem figure. This one is a swimsuit one. I think your emotes didn't work there. Did your gift sub run out for Kender? But yeah, no, this one's another swimsuit one. She has these sandals that she's holding. These are actually, you have to put them on. These can be a pain at times because like they are pretty easy to knock off. I know that with my cat that likes to crawl on my figure shelf. I'm going to turn the light down just so figures don't get quite so washed out. Maybe up one. Go up one more and then down. Okay, there, it's a little bit less washed out. This one's super light, so that's why I was like, I need a little bit less light so it doesn't get washed out by all of it. But yeah, no, this one, like, I've definitely had my cat knock these sandals off like a few times, so I'm gonna keep this one above board so she doesn't do that. Okay. So this next one is Rem, sitting in a chair. Let me try and balance her here. This is going to be a little bit awkward to turn. I'm going to turn the light back up for this one since it's not like super stark white. Yeah. Okay, maybe it's a little bit starker white than me. You had it for a second there. Let me, there we go. Had to get a little bit closer there so it could, like, auto-level the colors. Okay. We have to do. We just have to let this be front and center. But yeah, she's in a chair here. Also wearing a Natsuki Subaru shirt. So I guess there's implications here as well for Mavriz to try and spoil things. And yeah, this one I thought was pretty cool, especially since it's like she's like just on this chair instead of like regular figure stand. A lot of figures will come on their own stand, but some do come on like special things like that, which most of them I've had to put off to the side here, so I don't I know the implications. But yeah, most of those I have to put off to the side here, so I don't like knock them off their stand and I have to collect that stuff all separately later. I'm going to take a drink of water real quick. There we go. Oh, Mavriz, make me hydrate right after I got a drink of water. I see your plan. Yeah, I think there's like a few more figures I'm gonna have to like kind of worry about dropping pieces for. Let me grab this one up here. This one is probably the figure that gets knocked off my shelf most often. I can't even blame this one on the cat. The reason that I put it up on this next shelf compared to my normal figure shelf is because I always bump into this one if it's right behind me. This is what they call a noodle stopper figure, though, which I think it's because you can just put them on like a cup of ramen or something. But yeah, these ones basically you can set wherever, and they're pretty cool. A little bit of a pain though, because you do have to have like an edge or ledge or something to set them on. But I do actually quite enjoy this figure, even though it's been dropped off my shelf probably like 20 or 30 times. I'm gonna set that off to the side because it's hit the floor enough times. It doesn't need to go back on the floor. So here comes one that's probably among my favorites. This is a Rem figure in a nurse's outfit. We try and get the camera to focus a little bit. Okay, camera focuses more on me than the figures. It's a pain. But I always thought this one was cute. Got this light pink uniform. She has a clipboard. The clipboard is actually a separate piece. So there was actually the longest time where I'd bumped this figure and knocked it over, and the clipboard had actually fallen off. So it was a little bit of a pain. I did eventually find the clipboard though, and once I did, I was like, okay, we're going to put that back on the figure and make sure to never let it fall off again. I know, this one's super cute. I really like this one. This one's definitely among my favorites. There's another version of this. There we go. I have to get my hand in the right place so I don't light her up too much, but there's another version of this. I think it comes in a blue nurse's outfit, like a very light blue, but I could be wrong.
Hello, nurse.
Or actually, maybe there's a couple other ones. There might be a white one as well. It just, yeah, with figures, sometimes there will be variants. Like sometimes there will be, you know, maybe a color variant, or maybe just the variant in like an item they might have or something. I generally try, if there are variant ones, to only get one, and it's usually just the one that I most like out of the bunch. Because anime figures can get expensive sometimes, so it's definitely not worth spending, you know, that much money on every single variant. Especially since there's so many figures that come out. Next one, I'm going to show off two at once. Okay, so this is the next figure, but I do actually have two of them. So the reason for that is one of these actually came in a box with another figure when I'd ordered them from eBay. Because I had one of these two before I got the other one. I'm just going to show off one, make it a little bit easier for myself. But yeah, like, I think the figure of her in like on the stand with the Morning Star, like swinging it, I think that's the that's a real nice looking one. Yeah, this one's a little bit more suggestive, but it's got the Natsuki Subaru colorings to the stockings, the top, and also to the unders. The skirt here is kind of a clear plastic, so you can kind of see through it. So is the this part of the top. So this one is definitely one of my favorites because it is pretty cool. Like I do like some of the details to it. And I guess if anything else, if I can't give out channel points, maybe I'll just like give out the extra figure of this. But I think I don't know if I would be willing to part with it yet. Maybe for some other streaming event, I might give out the extra one of these. So keep that in mind. I do have 2 of these. One could be yours eventually. Until like Mavericks is trying to snipe it up. I could see him doing that. Okay, I'm going to be careful with this next one. Okay, this one is another one that's a little bit of a pain. I like it. It's a pretty cool figure. You don't get to snipe him out, that's fair. But yeah, this one's pretty cool. These sunglasses are just like you have to position them just right in her hand so she's actually holding them. And then the sun visor here is actually a separate piece as well. So this one is another one where my cat has knocked off like pieces of before on my shelf. I had to go track him down. Especially if the hat's not in the right position, it will just fall. And the sunglasses, like if those fall to the ground, it is a pain, like a real pain, let me tell you. I've definitely had to track down the sunglasses a time or two. It's not fun because they're harder to see since they're dark and see-through. So they blend in really well with a lot of darker carpets and stuff. It's going to be another one that I set on my desk so I don't lose any parts. So up next, we do have another Ochako from My Hero Academia. This one's in a different pose. That was another cute figure, though. And yeah, again, haven't really watched the show, but I've seen some of the movies. I think she's a pretty cool character. This one's a little bit dusty, though. It looks like somehow I got a beard hair trapped under her foot. Or maybe, no, what is that? Like a piece of red cloth, maybe? I don't know. Something stuck under her foot. I don't know how I got there.
Why do you have this one?
Because I thought it was cool and cute.
Fair enough.
But yeah. Cool, cute figure. And I kind of like My Hero Academia. It's, from what I've seen, the movies, it seems pretty good. I'll need to see the show sometime. That way I can enjoy movies that much more someday. I got another one that's a little bit of a pain. So, this next one is another one that doesn't have a regular stand. It's a REM one where she's sleeping on this pillow. Let me try to get in the right position again. There we go. So this is the correct position. The pillow is imprinted in such a way that she only lays like one way properly in it. But it's not like it's a tight fit or anything where it glues her to it. So this one, if you bump off, it'll just come apart. I'm going to put the pillow down. This is the pillow here. You know, pretty simple. And then we'll just show off the figure here. Hey, this one's just the implication that she's sleeping. Yeah, she's not wearing a Subaru themed thing this time. Okay. This one's also going to go on my desk because this one also, again, is a pain and has parts that can fall. Okay, next one here is a Chika Fujiwara. This one, she is a character in... Okay, there we go. This one's pretty light, so I have to kind of block out some light. But she is a character in Love is War. I'm trying to think of the first word. Daddy do. Yes. I love that song actually. Like I'm probably gonna have to listen to that after stream now. Fuck. Kaguya-Sama. I was like, I knew it started with a K, but like every time I was starting to think of like Kobayashi instead, and I was like, that's way off. That's way off. Like I knew it was a K, I just couldn't remember what K. But Chica's probably my favorite character from that series because she's just like generally so wholesome and like so cute the whole time. And she's a joy. I would have another Chica figure. It's just one of those ones that's been a really long pre-order. Like I think I ordered it a year and a half ago, or maybe a year ago, or maybe 2 years ago. I don't know at this point. And sometimes that's just how figures go. Oh my god, that'd be like 100K channel points. I'll do the Chica dance. Oh my god, I wouldn't want to do the Chica dance. Is super cute. I love the music for it as well, but I don't think I'd ever want to do it myself. Fuck, that's another song. I'm going to have to listen to so many songs after the stream because average. Like, I hope you're happy. I mean, you are. I know you are. So that's also one of my smallest figures on the shelf too. So most of my figures are, I would say, at least 8th scale. Not all of them, but I would say most of them are at least 8th scale, if not larger. Like I have a lot of 8th scale and a lot of 7th scale. Only have 1/4 scale, which is the Samugi. But as I showed off earlier, that one is huge. Oh man, who would have guessed? This one is another Rem. So here we go. Block out a little bit of light. Actually, let me see if I can just brighten the light a little bit and then turn off just one. Let's see if that works better. No, that definitely does not work better. Maybe if I turn off this one over here. Come on. Nope. Need both. Maybe I do need to adjust the ISO of the camera. Well, I mean, generally it's not a problem. It's just the figures are even lighter than I am, which is an accomplishment. But this one's another Rem one. She's in more of a kind of country outfit. And you can see it's a little bit open, a little bit more risque. A risque country outfit. Overalls. This one's pretty cool. It's definitely not among my favorites though. But it is one of my figures in my collection, so I enjoy it. Okay, let me see what comes next. Okay, I found the Rem figure. Overalls that don't overall. I mean, you know, they do the purpose of the overall. It's just the way she's wearing them isn't working out so well. Here's the Rem figure that goes with the Ram figure I showed off earlier. That's also in the swimsuit. That one's not covered by other figures. I will actually show that one off too. With this, put them together. Oh no, there's a cat that's just arrived. She's looking to cause trouble to my figures. But yeah, this is another one here. I like this one. It's pretty cute. Let me see if I can find the Ram figure it goes with. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll just kind of show you how these ones are supposed to go. Because there are several Rem and Ram figures that are supposed to go together. So this one, you just kind of put them side by side. You can see the bases kind of get in the way. I guess I could probably just make a custom base for both of these to put them closer, because yeah, like I feel like if they could be like close enough to like almost have their hands together, it'd be even better. Because otherwise, like there's a bit of a distance between them. But these are kind of a pair of figures. They're kind of cool, kind of cute. You get the spicy Rem. Spicy Rem is also pretty cool, though Rem is better. Okay, let me see what comes next. I'm kind of trying to order my figures in such a way that like we'll prep pretty much all of the regular made Rems together, because I do have several just like regular made outfit Rems. Okay, so here we have a little chibi Rem. This one's in the maid outfit, which is pretty standard for Rem. And it's cute. One might even call it adorable. Like this one is probably one of my favorites just because I mean look how cute that smile is she has going on. The little chibi face. With a handout like this, I think there is a RAM that goes with this one. So this would be part of a pair, but I don't have the other one because I don't buy all RAM pairs. The time that I generally do is if they're bundled together. Like generally I will do like 5 bundles if they are bundled together. So this one is pretty cute though. Definitely one of my favorites. So here we just have another standard maid suit Rem. Here we go. And yeah, you can see this one just in kind of a cute action pose here. Looks like she's twirling or something. I mean, with the way that her apron, there we go, that's the word, is flowing off to the side. And then yeah, just a cute figure overall. This one definitely has some cool details. I mean, I always like the maid suit ones because like you get the little headband, you also get like a little bit more on front, though it doesn't quite have the ribbons and stuff you might expect. It is pretty cool though. I like this one. Is it one of my favorites? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna put this one as if it's not a favorite, it's almost a favorite. Okay, up next we have a pair. So this is a Rem combo. As you can see here, they kind of hands kind of go together. I actually like these ones because the base is small enough that you can actually put them like their hands are almost touching. I mean, they shouldn't be touching, so that's why it's good that's almost. But yeah, you can see these are fairly similar in detail here with their outfits. I'm going to just show off the Rem one first, just because, or the Ram one first, because I just put the Rem one down. You can see the back of that. So you get the little crossed part there. You can see your little headdress thing. You got a nice bow back here. And then on the front here, you can see a little ribbon tied around the neck. Not much going on in the chest, but I mean, it's Ram. That's to be expected. Got a little serving platter, and this one does have the nice ribbons here. So, or bows, whatever you want to consider them. Pretty cool figure. This one might be a Ram figure, but I'd say it's among my favorites, with the corresponding Rem figure that goes with it. And yeah, I'll show off the Rem figure a little bit more in detail. So, headdress, you can see the Chest on this one's a little bit larger. On some of the figures, I feel like the chest is like a little bit overemphasized. Because like some of them, it's like whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't think she's supposed to be that chesty. But you do have the bows or ribbons that some of them haven't had for the maid outfit. So that's a little bit better. Same serving platter, same apron, and then, you know, so everything's the same in the back here. So, pretty cool. Like this one quite a bit. Would be one of my favorites with the corresponding Ram figure. Okay, let's see what's next. I'm gonna slide some figures forward really quick because this shelf is about 6 feet deep. No, it's about 3 feet deep. I was trying to think because the shelf's twice as wide as it should be. Yeah, it's about 3 feet deep, I think. So I'm gonna have to reach for some of these. Okay. I got more of these slid forward. So, next up we have another Rem figure. This one is Rem is a magician figure. This cane here can be taken off or left in hand. I generally try to leave it in your hand. Luckily, this one doesn't tend to fall off too much, given that her hand lets you rest the bow on it. So let's see here. Yeah, you can see that the bow rests on her hand, so it kind of basically holds it to her. But yeah, I like this one when I first saw it because it's really nice purple. And does have that kind of like knit pattern texturing that they put to some of these figures. I don't know that I would consider this one of my favorites, but it's close. Like, I think this one is pretty cool. This is probably Maverick's favorite, though, out of the Rems. I'm just making up claims here. That's probably not true. I do like her top hat as well. The cane was a good detail. The gloves are nice. And then the boots are pretty cool here. I appreciate some good boots. She's got the garters up front, and then you got these 3 ropes here as the way to seal up the front. So got a little bit of a bow or ribbon here, and then also a bow on the hat. So pretty cool one. Close to being one of my favorites. Okay, so next one here is another one that I actually got from my friend's brother for my friend that had died. This one, I'm not 100% sure the character is, but it was from what's the name of the show? Like, it's an idol show. Is it Love? Yeah, Love Live. I was like Love something. I was gonna say Love Idol. I mean, it's like, no. Yeah, Love Live. I'm not 100% what the character's name is. I can't remember. But I do know that when I do eventually see that show, I'm kind of required to make this my favorite for the show. Since, again, this was a figure that I had gotten from, my friend who was the brother to another friend of mine who died. So kind of required to enjoy it. With this one, it didn't come with a base, so I actually 3D printed a base for it. So this doesn't have anything on it. It's a clear resin, though. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand it down, get it so it's very optically clear. And then I think I'm going to see if I can trade for a candle my roommate's mom to see if maybe if I could trade her a candle for her to like paint this, because she's pretty good at art and stuff. So I was thinking of like having her paint something on the bottom and then some details on the top. so that you could, see through and give kind of a 3D texture to the base and stuff. 'Cause yeah, this one didn't come with a base, and yeah, I thought that would be a pretty cool detail, is to have like a painted base that has like a couple of levels of details that make it look a little more 3D. Obviously, it has to be one of my favorites because I got it from a friend. So, yeah. Oh man, the evil cat's back. If she tries to get up on my lap, I'll show her off for you guys. I know that she's a fan favorite. Oh, Misty. Oh, kitty cat. Are you trying to get on my lap? Come on. I'll still show her off. I don't care. If I can get her. Here we go. So this is my cat, Misty. If you guys have been here, you've probably seen her a time or two. She's old, she's grumpy, but she's a pretty good cat. Pretty cute. Got a kind of like Torby Russian blue combo for her coat. Her coat's pretty thick. I think she got that Russian blue like double coat. So let's see. Trying to see if I can get her look at the camera. You can kind of see her eyes there. She has pretty cute eyes. Here you go, Misty. I'll set you on my lap for now. No, not on my desk. No. Okay, she's going to go on my desk apparently. She's a pain, but I love her. Here, let me just give her a pet. That's also what my Misty, you're just causing all sorts of problems. Okay, we're gonna put you on the ground. Here we go. You remember how I specifically for that Neko Power figure, I said I was going to put it on my desk so my cat wouldn't knock off the ball that's easy to lose? Yeah, she definitely did that, 100%. And she also knocked down my Nendroid that surprisingly didn't come apart this time. But I'm going to be searching for that ball for a while after we finish streaming. So, fun stuff. I mean, to be fair, I guess I brought that upon myself by letting her get up on my desk. It happens, though. Up next here, we have an armored Rem. I'm going to block this one off because it is kind of reflective. So, for the camera to pick this one up decently, we'll have to block a little bit of light. This one does have a bow on the back, which is kind of interesting for the fact that it's like somewhat armored. And then you do have like these armored parts of the arm. You do have chest armor. You do have one pauldron. You do have a bit of leg armor. A bit of armor on the hips. And then you have a whole bunch of like not armored parts. But yeah, it goes. The less is more for armor when it comes to females and video games and anime and stuff, right? But this one's pretty cool. Not one of my favorites, but it's pretty cool. It also falls apart sometimes, which it just did. Excuse me, guys. I gotta put this back together real quick. Okay. I probably deserve that. I forgot about the fact that it's just so easy to slip apart. So, I kind of deserve that. Okay, it felt like the bow was going to fall out there, so let me shove that back in. Or maybe I should have shoved the top on first, actually. Oh yeah, that one's a super loose fit. This one didn't cost that much, so that's why I'm assuming it's a kind of a loose fit one. I'm not too big into getting figures that are multi-part, and by that I just mean like yeah, the body is like in two separate pieces or stuff like that. So yeah, it's easy for this one to fall apart. Like if I just hold her like up here, the weight of the figure itself can sometimes just make it slip apart. It's a little bit of a pain. Oh, and also this bow on the back, you breathe on it and it fucking falls off. So let me try putting that back one more time. Yeah, thinking about bows and stuff, I'm pretty sure there's actually one of these figures. I don't know if I've shown it off yet or not. Oh, I haven't shown it off yet or not. But there are one of these figures that I actually had to do some repairs on because, like, I think I was trying to take it apart or put it back together or something, and like one of the pieces broke, so I had to like glue it. So I'll get to that figure in a bit. It's coming up soon. Okay, here's probably one of my favorites. This is a wintertime Rem. You can see she has a snow coat on. She has a nice orange scarf, and then snow boots or well, I wouldn't say snowshoes, but yeah, like heels, snow heels. And then you got the headband here, but you also have the earmuffs, which I think these are pretty much the same earmuffs that she had in the winter episode, or I can't remember if she had it or if maybe only Ram had it. But there was a winter episode where I know one of them had, I think, earmuffs that were fairly similar in style to this. I can't remember if it was actually floral print or if it's like a different print, but they were pretty big and stuff, so probably one of my favorites. It's pretty cute. Pretty modest, pretty winter. Winter's actually probably my favorite season, so a little bit of a bias for that. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, I'm gonna be really careful with this one because this is the one that has a repair done to it. So this one is kind of a angelic Rem. You can see it has wings, has these nice flowers on the band. It's got a little bracelet here. Skirt's kind of a clear plastic for the frills, so what would be generally lacy things for this sort of design are clear. And then one of these wings, I can't remember which one, is actually the part that I had to repair. Well, again, I think it was... Oh, actually, I can see which one it is. It's this one right here. Yeah. Which the repair does not look as great as it used to. I'm guessing I must have bumped it when it was going back together. But the wing still looks like it's in a decent position. This one should actually be a bit higher up. I think before, like, it's a little bit more even now than it used to be. I think before this wing stuck up a bit higher than the other one. So yeah, this one's pretty cool. Definitely not one of my favorites, especially after having to fix it. That was a bit of a pain fixing it. We're gonna set that one off to the side, though.
Boy, you might be the International House of Pancakes, but this
violence
gonna be domestic.
Okay. I love that sound alert. So this next one, I haven't actually seen anything for this. This, I believe, what's her name? Shinobu? Is that her name? Mavriz? You'd be the one to know, since you have seen the show. This one, I thought was, like, super cute, because, like, of the butterfly theme and stuff. Oh, Shinobu. Oh, wait, I thought I said Shinobu. But yeah, like, I really like your butterfly theme, like, it's super cool to me. I said E. Yeah, Shinobu. She. She. It's kind of a little bit more slurred there, you know? Anyway. You just can't understand me, man. He never understood me, bud. Yeah, this one's definitely not one of my favorites, but I do like the cool colorings and stuff of it. And again, I do like her like butterfly hair piece there. Like that detail's pretty cool to me. Oh no, I found a Misty cat. I would show her off again, but then she might climb up on my desk and ruin my life. Well, just pet her away. Oh no, she's eyeing my figures. I don't know what it is. She has this like desire to like rub up on my figures and sometimes chew on them. It's a cat instinct. Cats see something that you don't want them to mess with, and then instinctually they're like, I'm gonna mess with that. Give me 1 second here, just petting the kitty cat. Okay, cool. See if she wandered off or if she's under me. She was hiding under my chair. She'll do that sometimes, like she'll hide like where I can't find her under my chair. Unless I reach a certain way. Okay. I think she's probably good on pets now. Cool. Okay. Let me take a drink of water actually. I'm a thirsty boy. I'm also going to mark your hydration request from earlier as done, since I did hydrate that. I did the hydrations for you. And let me grab my water. I knew I would definitely need some more water, and I even add some mint to it because I knew there would be a lot of talking for this stream, since there's nothing else going on basically. I was like, I'm going to have to talk more than normal. So, hydrating. Okay. Okay. I had to look back. I was like, I know it happens generally when I hydrate. Ah, damn you, Mavriz. I knew it was coming. I did. I was like, I'm expecting him to send in another hydration request. Okay, next one is another Demon Slayer one. I thought this one, where Shinobu had like cuteness factor, I thought this one had like, sex appeal. I mean, look at this hair. Like, so cool. She looks like she has watermelon hair, basically. Like, the hair is cool. I like the socks. Would she be my type? That's fair. A sword. And then a little bit chesty here. I'm not oh man, with how Mavriz is, I'm in between trusting him and thinking like 50% he's saying 100% like as in yes, I would definitely like her. 50% is in like, oh, she's the worst one of the bunch and therefore like I would be into her because I have trash tastes. But yeah, no, I thought that one was pretty cool. Like, I do like her hairstyle though. Like, her hairstyle is like super awesome. Like with all the different braids and stuff. What are you doing, Misty? What are you doing? What are you doing? I hear you crashing into stuff, and it's making me worried. But yeah, like I like her braided hair because she has these 3 huge braids and just so much hair. And like, just I like her thigh highs, and you know what? If she covered up the cleavage a bit more, she'd probably be like, this would be like the perfect figure. This might be top figure at that point. I would say this is probably among my favorites, though. Okay, I have to see what my cat's up to again. She's causing trouble under me. She's a menace to society sometimes. Okay. Up next. Dun dun dun. We got a different character. My cat has me worried. Oh man, I'm gonna have to put these figures back. Otherwise I'm gonna like stress all night that my cat's gonna like chew one and cause issues. But this one is different from all the ones we've been seeing that have been mostly Rem. This one is Sumi from Rent a Girlfriend. She's cute, she's kind, she's shy, she's bashful, but she does get motivated. Obviously best girl from that series. I do like the bag here as it being a separate piece. I don't know that you can remove it, but you can at least adjust it a little bit. But yeah, this one just a basic Sumi figure. Not sure what the scale is, because it is a little bit smaller in 1/8 scale, but cute figure overall. I'd say it might even be one of my favorites. Okay. I saw what my cat's messing with. I'm okay with what she's messing with. She's messing with a shotgun swab, a 12 gauge swab. So basically the swab you'd use from a gun cleaning kit to clean the bore and barrel of a 12 gauge. I have several of those. I don't think she's going to break it, and yeah, I'm fine with that. When she was playing with something right under me, I was worried it was going to be like a part of one of my figures, but yeah, that she's not going to break, she's not going to chew up, so it's all good. This next one, we have another Rem figure. This one is a Jester Rem. I do like the dress on this one. Like, the dress is pretty cool. The two-tone red and black, and just how wide it is. Like, there is something cool about those kind of old school Victorian style skirts that have all the frills and are just poofy, wide, not really revealing or anything. Okay, cute little Jester hat. Wouldn't say this is one of my favorites. Oh, two-tone shoes as well. She has a red shoe and a black shoe. So, wouldn't say it's one of my favorites, but it is a really cool figure. I like the concept. There are just some things that I feel like if they had changed some details on this, like just made them a little bit more improved, it may have earned a spot among my favorites. But with its current state, it's cool. Not one of my favorites. The cat's over there pawing at my blanket because she got the swab stuck under one of my blankets. She's like, pa 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 pa. She's cute, but man, she's a handful sometimes. Oh, one thing I'd like to show off here is I do wear a do-rag most of the time now, actually. It's kind of funny. I never expected I'd be a do-rag guy, but once I started wearing them, I was like, actually, I kind of like these. But the two do-rags I've been wearing were ones that my friends got me, mostly as a joke, but also because they thought I might look good in a do-rag. And on it is Rem. Let me see if I can get the camera in the right position. Show it off well. There we go. You can see the pattern. This was actually printed up by, like printed and put on there by one of my friends' nieces. So, I thought that was pretty cool since they ordered it for me. Even though it may have been a joke, like it has been kind of a mainstay. Like I think I wear a do-rag most every day now. So that's what it always is. If you guys ever see my stream, you wonder what's on my cap. It's just Rem. So here we have nice sailor suit Rem. And yeah, I really like the cap on this one. This one does have a lot of the... No, I'm not trying to represent... Well, I'm trying to represent Rem. West Side Rams. Are you one of those East Side Rams? Is that what this is, Maveriz? I was about to accidentally say your real name there. It happens. Hard when you have an IRL friend that you also stream with. But yeah, this one's pretty cute. The plastic for the top and the skirt are a little bit see-through, like they're mostly opaque though, but they're ever so slightly clear. Otherwise, she does have the little wristband. The little tie there is not clear, that's just a solid yellow. You do have the bows and some red shoes down here. I think it's a pretty good figure. Is it one of my favorites? Probably not. A scrunchie, there we go. I mean, there's scrunchie wristbands. Those used to be popular. Okay. Here we have a fairy Rem. This one is interesting because you can actually turn this part of it, which if you turned it over here, you would just have this plop over. You kind of have to turn it in such a way that puts more of the weight, like center of mass for this platform. The implications. Are you saying for the fairy one? Like... If so, that might be the dumbest implications one. We got a couple of rose-like flowers up here on the bow or ribbon, and then you do have these 4 wings. The wings you actually have to put on yourself, which usually for pieces that stick off quite a bit, usually you do have to put those on. This one, I believe, is a 2-part figure. I think that the body separates from the legs, which is always a pain. You think they'd be too small for me? Wait, what would be too small for me? Oh, the wings. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, because I'm fat. I would need big wings. But yeah, no, this one's pretty cool. Not one of my favorites. I mean, I guess I can say that for a lot of the figures in back, because usually most of the ones I have in front are like ones I really enjoy. Ones in back are ones I still really enjoy, but just not quite as much, you know? Okay. Let me... Oh yeah, you do have to put them on yourself. Yeah, they are a little bit small for me, you're right. Okay. I'm going to have to really reach for these last ones, so I'm going to take my headphones off really quick and move my mic back, because I'm bent over trying to grab those. Try not to stare at my ass too much. Okay. I just want to... Okay. I didn't get to see if my ass was on camera, so it's all good. I didn't see it, never happened. Last little one here. There's actually some figures I got in a little bit of a collection. Basically, I bought these on eBay. They're just kind of small figures. And all 6 of these actually came together, and they were pretty cheap. This one's just simply Rem in what looks kind of like a sundress, maybe. You know, light dress. Yellow colors, the details aren't too impressive, but it is a nice looking figure. Okay, next one here. Okay, let me avoid my mic. I was about to hit it with this. This one is another Nurse Rem. This one is a bit smaller. This one is the white variant. You can see there's a little bit of blue in the cuffs of the shirt. The clipboard is brown for this one, so a little bit different there. The details on this one aren't quite as impressive as the details on the 8th scale one, but usually the smaller scale figures sometimes they'll be just as detailed, but I don't know. I haven't seen that be the case all the time. I mean, they are smaller though, so it is harder to make them just as detailed because you'd have to, paint them on even smaller. So oh man, yeah, this is another one that came in the set, and I think this one's hilarious. This is a Amelia one, I think. What it looks like. I don't recall her hair being like so white in the show. I remember I thought it was like a bit more like kind of silvery purple. Maybe it was this white. But no, this one just made me think of like another figure I saw for Amelia. You can actually get like Amelia Aquas and like I think there's an Aqua Amelia. So it's kind of funny. One's definitely not one of my favorites, but it did come in like a set that I bought. So block out some of that light. Doesn't really seem to change. So holding it back works better on this one. But yeah, cool figure. Not really my thing. Okay. Next one here, we have Airline Stewardess Rem. I mean, we got this nice little cap up here. You got the little handkerchief ascot or whatever. Stewardess uniform. I mean, I don't know that it's standard issue nowadays, but there's probably ones like that before. And yeah, pretty cool figure. Again, these last few, they're definitely not among my favorites, so. Here we got a small version of the overall one from earlier. The details are basically the same here. And yeah, just a smaller version. Definitely, again, not one of my favorites. Cool figure. A little bit of a repeat though, so yeah, maybe I'll give this one away in the future too, just like that other repeat that I would consider giving away for certain goals or something. Okay, last up here we have a kind of another sundress Rem. Yeah, we definitely have to block a bit of light for this one. This one does have a sun hat. Shoes are kind of strap ones. So pretty cool. Yeah. Show off the other sides. There we go. And then to be fair, for people who showed up late, compared to those who showed up early, I'm going to show off a few figures. And among those figures is going to be the most expensive of the bunch. Let me look around to see which ones I have available to show off. So give me a second on that. Okay, we'll start with this one. So this one here, again, nice wintry version. This one's pretty solid. Definitely got good texturing. Very nice quality figure. Like, I think the texturing on this one's probably for a cheaper figure, because I think this one was actually fairly cheap. Really good quality. This one's a Taito figure. Taito, they actually, I don't know if they still do, but I know they used to make video games. My favorite video game actually was published by Taito. So I didn't even consider that. But some of the other ones I have, like this nurse figure here. I think this one's a Sega one. They also make some pretty good figures. Sega also made video games. Weird, right? All these video game companies that also make anime figures. But here's the nurse one. Okay. Grab the next one here. Oh my god. So again, just doing a little bit of recap. That way, for anyone that didn't show up early enough, you guys have a bit of a chance to guess what the most expensive figure of my collection is. This is the Mugi figure. This is quarter scale. It's the largest of the bunch. The hefty piece right here. Like, let me tell you, this thing for a figure is pretty hefty. Someone invades your house, you could probably murder him with that Mugi figure. Got the Nutcracker Rem. Pretty cool, pretty cute. Again, I bought this one without knowing what the color scheme was going to be at the end. Very nice figure, though. Okay, and we got School Girl Rem here. I'm gonna probably show off like 3 more figures, and then if you guys want to put your guesses in at that point as to which of them that I've shown today is the most expensive. Again, the only exception is the one that's 2 figures in one. I still have a pile of figures on my floor, so I'm not going to show off all of the ones I went through. Again, this is probably my favorite of the bunch. I think this is the Ukiyo Rem. It's based off a wood print that they had done before, I think. I think the wood print came first. But yeah, I really love this one. Like the umbrella, the really nice kimono. Just all the details here are super nice to me. Like, it's a very detailed figure, very nice. The base has a nice pink to white gradient. Then we have this one here. The kimono one. This kimono one? Or I guess maybe it's a yukata. I can never remember. I don't remember the difference. Or are you saying the one with the umbrella? Because I think there was a couple with like kimonos or stuff like kimonos. The one with the umbrella? Damn you, Mavericks. You are correct. That is my most expensive figure. So with that, I guess that's it. I don't need to show off anymore because I've already shown them all off. And Mavericks already guessed which one was correct. That one, I forget, it was like, I think that one was, actually, I have the price written down. I wrote down the prices before the stream, so I could reference that. So that one, which was based off the Ukiyo print, that one after tax, was about $197. It was quite worth it though. Like when I bought that, I was so excited for that, and when it arrived, I was even more excited. It is my favorite figure of the bunch. I've spent more on one other figure, but that was the one that came with 2. And I've spent more on some of the ones I pre-ordered, but I haven't gotten my pre-orders yet for those, so obviously I can't include those because I don't have them yet. I couldn't show them off today. Maybe when I get the pre-orders that'll eventually come, maybe we'll do another figure showcase. Maybe a year or 2 down the line. Because I do still have, I think, like 5 or 7 figures that are just on pre-order still. It might be more or less. I think it's like 5 or 7. But otherwise, the other one that was more expensive was the Rom and Rem on the checkerboard floor with the Morning Star. But that one again, I wasn't going to count because it's 2 figures. Like it's literally 2 figures in one. The Mugi surprisingly was cheaper. That's why I definitely wanted to show that one off again, because I knew there was a chance that it might throw someone off. Man, I am getting this Chica figure eventually someday, supposedly. I would like to show off to you, because I do have that one small Chica figure, but I think the one that I'm getting is like 7th scale, and it's pretty cool. It basically, like, I think it's her. Okay, it's a little bit risque, but it's like her in a bathing suit, like resting on a beach ball or something. It's a pretty cute figure, and Chica's the best. And there aren't really, like, at least when I had the money for buying figures, there really weren't that many Chica figures available, which surprised the fuck out of me. I figured there would have been a whole bunch, you know. Anyway, though, with that was the figure showcase. There are a couple of community goals out there right now. There is a goal for a 24-hour stream. We're actually getting pretty close to that, so if you guys want to redeem any channel points for that, feel free. That one, it's 71% of the way there. Let's see. We need 14,000 total. We have 10,000 raised, so we're almost there. The other goal that's currently going on is a Tokarev takedown and cleaning. Basically, I will field strip and clean a Tokarev on stream. I do have 2 of them. I'll just do one though, because it's my favorite of the 2. It's been a little bit since I field stripped and cleaned it, so I'd probably use it. So definitely, if you guys are interested in either of those, or even both of those, just donate some points. It's up to you though. With that though, there's not really anyone that I can raid from my normal list, so I'm going to take a look really quick and see if I can find someone online doing something that would be in line with what we just did. So let me take a look. I love how there's like a figures tag on Twitch, but like if you try to search it up, it just won't take you to that. So okay, yeah, all that's like Warhammer stuff, so not quite the same thing. I have been playing a decent amount of Majora's Mask lately. Bye-bye! So let me see if there's anyone interesting playing that.
Bye-bye! Bye-bye,
Bye-bye now. Okay, let's see here. Sorry, I'm just taking a look through these, see if any of them seem interesting enough. Okay, there wasn't like a 20-minute ad, so I could actually see what this would be like. Oh, actually, that'd be kind of cool. The bot that you can use to play Majora's Mask. I don't know. That's a cool concept, but you know, not quite what I'd normally go for. I'm not really seeing much else though. I think what I'll do is I always like to raid someone, but since no one that's on my normal list is there to raid, and I'm not really seeing anyone that looks like what I would normally raid, I think I'm just going to end off for today. With that though, I do thank you guys for being here. I mean, this was the channel points goal, and yeah, you guys rocked it out of the park. Yeah, we got those 20,000 points in there, and we also learned some stuff about channel points along the way. We're getting close to the 24-hour stream goal, so definitely go for that. I'll do a 24-hour stream. It'll be awesome. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day or a great night. I will catch you later.